Hey, it is Victoria, and welcome back to another video. Alright guys, so if you hear noises in the background, it's my cat. I don't know if he's found a spider or whatever, but he's gonna keep meowing at that. But anyway, in today's video, I'm gonna be piggybacking off of my last video that I did called How I Tripled My Hair Growth from Bald to Waist Length Hair. I'll be back. He was stuck in a box, but anyway. So you guys had lots of questions from my last video that I did 2 weeks ago on how I tripled my hair growth. And I wanted to come back and answer some of those questions for you guys because they were legitimate questions. And I feel like I'd answered 90% of what was in the comment section, but I was like, maybe I should make a whole video on every single thing that I do for my hair, step by step, so you guys can understand thoroughly everything that I did in order to go from a completely shaved head to where my hair is now, which is waist length straightened. So the first thing that I was telling you guys about was aloe and how important that was for my hair growth, for the strengthening my hair and nourishing my hair. And if you haven't seen the last video, I should just show you guys what it looks like. It looks like this. And it's just cheap aloe juice. You can get this from Walmart. You can order it off Amazon. And what I do, the question that I got asked quite often in the comment section was, how did I use the aloe? I just showed you guys aloe and never told you guys how I used it. But what I do is I take it and I put it in a spray bottle. I have a spray bottle here. And so I take this spray bottle and I drench my hair in this aloe. The reason the aloe works so well is because it helped to strengthen my hair as well as helping to moisturize my hair, hydrate it, and locking in that moisture. It's also great for helping with detangling the hair. The way that I use it, and I took a video of it last night, so I'll insert some footage here, is I take it and I spray this all over my hair until it is completely drenched. And then I pair it with some conditioner. I like to use Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil conditioner, and I take that and layer it on, and then I leave it on my hair for about an hour, and then I come back to detangle it. And that is so helpful with detangling. And not only does that help with prevention of hair breakage, but it also helps with just keeping the hair nourished. And it acts as like a deep conditioner for the hair. So it's fantastic, and that is how I use it. Now, after I layer it on and detangle my hair, I'll hop into the shower and then follow up with the co-wash and rinse my hair out. Now, another question that you had lots of questions about was regarding the oils, my essential oils. My cat is gonna drive me crazy. So now I did explain to you guys that I like to use essential oils in my hair. Well, not in my hair, but in my scalp. And that is what I want to clarify, because I did get a lot of questions asking, how is this going to be feasible in my hair? You don't want to smell it all day. You don't like the smell of the essential oils, or isn't your hair going to be super oily? No. So what I do is I take essential oils, tea tree, and I showed you guys this last time, and I like essential oil rosemary. And this is what rosemary looks like. And you want to make sure you put this in a carrier oil. I like to use jojoba oil or olive oil or coconut oil, whichever works best for you. And what you want to do is you want to take this and you want to put this directly on your scalp. You do not want to put it on the strands of your hair, or at least that's not what you're aiming for, because when my hair was shorter, I had no choice. It was going to get on the strands of my hair regardless because my hair was shaved. But I took this and I massaged this into my scalp to increase the circulation and to stimulate hair growth. Just massage alone, girls, is going to help stimulate hair growth because it brings circulation to the scalp. But trust and believe me, you want to put it all together. I put mine all together in a dropper like this. And what I do is this also has biotin in it. It also has Jamaican Black Castor Oil in it. It also has aloe in it. And I take it and I put directly on my scalp. You can get these droppers off of, I can't remember. I'll leave it in the description box below where you can get a dropper from. But I take it and I put it directly on my scalp. You do not need a lot. When I tell you don't need a lot, I mean you literally are going to take like a dropper, so like a drop here, a drop there, a drop here, a drop there, and put that like in different areas of your scalp. Or what you can do if you don't have a dropper is you could put it in something like a lid. That's what I used to do when I first got started doing this, is I would take it, put it in a lid, and you only want to use about 2 drops of your 4 drops of your rosemary and 4 drops of your tea tree. And if you're going to use Jamaican black castor oil, what you want to do is just use a cap full of that. And I'll show you guys, like insert a picture of what the Jamaican black castor oil that I use look like, as well as link it in the description box. Mix it all together. Dip your fingertips in it and massage that into your scalp. And you want to do that inverted, as I mentioned in my last video, because that's also going to help increase circulation to the scalp, which is going to then in turn make your hair grow even faster. Now, I'm glad I'm making this video because I do get to make a correction from my last video where I was going over the benefits of tea tree oil. No, I got those mixed up with rosemary. So tea tree oil is great for clarifying the scalp, as well as just the tingling effect. It's going to help bring that circulation and stimulate hair growth. But rosemary is what's my absolute favorite, and that is because it helps to create or produce more hair follicles, making your hair thicker, because it's going to create the illusion of thicker hair, because you're going to get more hair strands. So that's why I love using essential oils in my hair care in order for my hair to grow faster and quicker. And also make sure when you are using this or before using this that you do a quick patch test on your skin, just to make sure you're not allergic to any of this. And always use a carrier oil. Now, to address you guys' concerns, you guys did not want your hair smelling like this. You didn't want your hair oily. I totally get it. I only do this at night, girls. I only massage this into my scalp at night. Now, I do this every night, but that's just me. That's my personality, and that's what works for me. I am extreme. So I take these 2 oils, I put this in my hair, and I put it in there every single night. They work so well together, but you don't have to do that. You can do it once a month. You could do it once a week. But what I do is I massage it into my scalp every night, and then I'll wash it the following day. Well, co-wash it the following day. And if you don't know what co-washing is, that's just using conditioner. And then I rinse it out of my hair, so I don't have to worry about it smelling like that the next day. I don't have to worry about my hair being too oily. I only do this as an overnight practice. Now, for those of you who are not natural, or you don't want to do a wash and go, do it as often as it suits you. Maybe it's something that you do on the weekends. Maybe it's something you do once a month. But I will say, if you're really looking for hair growth and you're looking for rapid hair growth, try to do it as often as possible, because this really did change the game for me. Now, another thing that I wanted to get into is I wanted to just get into hair growth just in general. I mentioned it in my last video, but I wanted to touch more on it here on this video, because your hair is going to grow regardless. No matter, you don't have nothing, it doesn't matter, your hair is going to grow, period. But some things can help with increasing the rate at which your hair grows. However, if you're not taking care of your actual hair that you currently have on your head, then nothing's gonna work, because what's gonna happen is your hair is gonna break off at a much faster pace, or faster than which your hair is actually growing. So it looks like your hair is kind of stuck in one spot. So you wanna make sure you're doing things to take care of your hair. And I mentioned in my last video that I like to do deep conditions that I make at home with avocado and banana and honey mixed with conditioner. And I will leave that link to that video in the description box below. But make sure you're also doing things like you're detangling your hair properly. You want to make sure you're starting from the ends of your hair and then working your way up to the top, being very gentle with your hair. And I also had no idea that my bonnet that I used to wear all the time to sleep was actually breaking my edges off, because the way that I wrapped it, it would wrap around the edges of my hair and just break it off completely. So what I started doing is I started sleeping on silk pillowcases. I'm gonna show you guys the one that I use. Okay, so the silk pillowcase that I use looks like this. It's by Lily Silk. This video is not sponsored or anything. I've had sponsorships with them before in the past, so they sent me this, but I'll leave a link in the description box of this. But if you don't have, it doesn't have to be Lily Silk. It can be any type of satin, pillowcase. You can even take the bonnet, which is what I used to do, my hair wrap that I used to wear over my hair when I went to sleep. I used to just place it on my pillow and sleep on that because it was just breaking my hair off. All of the friction, your hair being put against cotton, which is typically, or linen, which is typically the fabric that the pillowcases are made of, is breaking your hair off. So make sure you're paying attention to how you're sleeping. I'll also make sure that I put my hair up in kind of like a pineapple, so the ends of my hair never meet the pillowcase. So that's also very helpful with maintaining the integrity and the string of my current hair that I have on my head. Now, I also mentioned in my last video that I like to seal the ends of my hair. I think I got a few questions on how I do that or how often that I do that. What I do is I take Jamaican black castor oil. Do I have it here? No, but I will insert it in the video. But I take Jamaican black castor oil and I seal the ends of my hair. I only do this once a week. I do not do this all the time because I feel like it's excessive and it's really, really sticky. So I don't want to pull any hair out. So what I do is I take the Jamaican black castor oil, I warm it between my fingers, and then I make sure that it's nice and thin because it's layered thin, because Jamaican black castor oil is so thick. It's a very sticky consistency, almost kind of reminds you of honey, but it works very well in sealing in that hair. And what I do to take my hair, I twist it up, and then once I get to the ends, I just take it and seal the ends. And I'll only do that, like I said, just once a week because you guys had questions on that. Let me see, I wrote some things down because I wanted to make sure I answered all your questions. Now, another question that I got asked pretty often is, do I co-wash my hair every night? Now, I do not co-wash my hair every night now, not anymore, but I used to because my hair was shorter, so the oils would travel to the strands of my hair and I didn't want it there. I just wanted it on my scalp. So I just used it as an overnight treatment as I do now, but now that my hair is longer and my hair is so curly, it kind of gets trapped into my scalp, so I don't have to rinse it out the next day if I don't want to. So I can co-wash my hair maybe 3 or 4 times a week and be just fine with that. And honestly, I like the way my hair looks, like day 2 hair, day 3 hair. I like that. So I don't co-wash my hair every day. Another question that I got asked a lot. Oh, and I like this question because it reminds me of something else. You guys asked me about cod liver oil because I was telling you guys the importance of diet and hair growth. And one of the things that I mentioned was cod liver oil because that does help with hair growth because it's high in omega-3 fatty acids. And I take 1 tablespoon of that a night. That's just what it says on the back of the bottle. So I take that amount. And I also went over foods that were high in vitamin C and high in biotin and so on. But I forgot like my major thing, which is probiotics. Probiotics are so great in regards to helping your hair grow, and that is because gut health is so important to maintain the nutrients or to properly assimilate the nutrients for your body in order for your body to absorb that. So in order for your hair to grow, it has to be able to absorb the proper nutrients. And in taking probiotics, not only do I take probiotic supplements, like I make my own ferments here at home. I make sauerkraut, kimchi, beet kvass, and I have that on a regular basis because I'm really serious about my gut, not just for hair, but just for overall health. But it is really great for hair because it helps you to absorb the nutrients that you take in from your food as well as from your vitamins and what have you. So make sure you're taking a good probiotic. Game changer. Absolute game changer. I don't know how I missed that in my last video, but if you go back to any other hair video that I've ever done before, I always talk about probiotics. Now, finally, I just want to address this for the girls who are leaving comments who are concerned about if this will work for their hair because they have a different texture of hair, they have a different curl pattern, things of that nature. Yes, it will. Yes, it will, because this is just about hair growth. It doesn't have anything to do with your curl patterns. If you follow Jujubee, I believe Jujubee has 4A hair. She is amazing hair on YouTube. I'm sure you guys have already heard of her. She's a really cool girl in person. Her hair is absolutely gorgeous and her hair grows just beautifully. So it doesn't have anything to do with your particular curl pattern as far as how well your hair is growing. You just have to maintain and take care of the hair that's growing out of your hair, out of your scalp, and making sure that you are doing things to increase stimulation to your scalp, or at least that's what worked for me, in order for your hair to grow faster, okay? Please, girls, let me know if you have any questions. Leave me a comment in the comment section or send me a DM. Follow me on Instagram. My Instagram name is @a_beauty_bees. I love you guys. Good night.